supposed to be podcast.
Right.
Yeah. Hi.
What's up?
Hi.
I'm glad to have you on the show.
Oh, cool. How are you?
Fine, bro. Doing fine. I just had a good night's sleep. I did not even set my hair.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. Is this setting fine, or do you want me to shift to another place?
It's perfect. You have no issues. Absolutely not. I look like a drug addict, so you have to understand that. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. Fine. So, the voice is clear, or do you want me to change it?
Perfectly clear, bro. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go live. Cool. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Wasn't there a meme on the last Worry show? There was a guy sitting around with that great juice.
What's his name, bro? I forgot. That cranberry skateboard and.
Yeah, and that song. The song is
Here we go again.
Yeah. Na, 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 na. Yeah.
See, the problem with trends, there is a serious problem with trends. Personally, I feel, bro, all the beautiful songs they are ruining, bro. I mean, the songs.
That's true. That's true. I like the reels which are coming recently, then the replacement of TikTok. I feel that the songs they're playing, like beautiful songs is ruining it, bro.
Exactly.
So
I mean,
songs.
This Paul Anka songs, "Put Your Head on My Shoulder." Are you aware of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, put your head on my.
That audio. I mean, what's that? Audio so bad, man. Like shit. I mean,
so many songs. I feel that like most of Drake's songs are all on reels, and then
every single song. Like lately, I've been watching a lot of reels, right? I mean, because I'm working, bro. 9 hours I'm working. I had to do something, and all my favorite songs are under the shithole. I'm telling you, every single song shithole, without doubt. Okay.
And the problem is like these guys, I don't know, they just come up with videos for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And they take the main part of the song and that's it. They ruin the song. And you are listening to the song for like 5 minutes and like getting in the zone and trying to understand the lyrics.
Exactly.
Getting to feel it. Exactly. And like, put your head on my shoulder. And dude, really
and then,
good.
Bam, it goes like that, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So I think that's hampering all these memories we have with the songs. The
memories. That makes sense. Yeah. Like so many memories you have associated with that song. Everything gets jeopardized like that.
Right. For example, if you're listening to one particular song and then you just jump back to that scenario where you heard it the first time with whom you were and the reaction you gave at that moment. Like there's some certain songs for me as well where I feel that when I get connected to it, or when I listen to that song again after 10 years or like 5 years, I tend to go back to that song and think about it and stuff like that.
Those average man vibes because of the trends, right? And that's where it gets destroyed. Okay, let's keep all that apart. Let's speak about the devil in the house. What's with all the trophies behind your ass?
You might be knowing the one.
Arkan, I remember.
Yeah, we went together. Together. The other ones are like college ones were like Nishkarsh, like best student and stuff like that, outstanding students and stuff. Mostly college, mostly undergrad. Yeah.
Mostly undergrad itself. Okay.
Yeah, like Mr. Fresher and stuff like that.
It is Christian Globe over here looks like an NFL title. College NFL.
Which one?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
Looks like a football, American football.
Yeah, I know. The one there, I think. Top, right?
No, the one here. The bottom. Besides the giraffe.
Oh, okay. What? This one, yeah. There's one there, yeah, correct. Yeah. Those were like birthday gifts. Fuck.
So tell me the influence of those trophies, bro. How they change? What do the trophies mean? Like, see, is it as simple as I just won the trophies and they don't carry any value in my learning, in my growth, etc., or they do carry significant value?
So for me, like mostly it was undergrad wherein I won a lot of trophies and stuff. So the learning curve for me, like I think the enhancement and change which happened towards me was more in undergrad. So I think as we went to Fest, we had interacted with a lot of people.
Beautiful interaction.
It was more of a learning curve than winning the trophies. Like it was about going to a fest, attending the fest, trying to participate. Because I think in the end, it's all about participation. It's not about who wins and who loses in the end. Because you're not going to take that trophy and go to an interview like, sir, I won this trophy and stuff like that. You're like going to take all these practical knowledge which I've learned there,
I agree.
all the management skills, and then go and implement those skills in your interview. So I think that's how these trophies carry a value. Well, it's just like it's going to glorify your cabinet later, but when you're there in the competition, you are learning. You're not doing to
like a souvenir.
Yeah,
Winner is lucky to have a souvenir. Could I say that? The only difference.
Kind of. Yeah, but to get the souvenir, you have to work hard. Yeah.
Work your ass off. Trust me on that. I'll give you that much.
You might be knowing that we did it together.
Yeah.
There's this trophy. We don't have that trophy. Where's that trophy wherein we won in Welcome? I think the business plan thing where we try to where is the business plan thing?
The college group did it, bro.
The college group.
The college
the
college went British.
No, we did that. What was the Club Caribbean? Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. Good experience that was. Welcome to Club Caribbean. We did a video, right? Club Caribbean. It was a good
we just went and like on stage like welcome to Club Caribbean.
It was a good video.
It was great. It was great. We worked our ass off for that.
I know, right? I had my pony and all that shit, and
bro,
I had my face going on that time.
Yeah, a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So
that's what. See, at the end of the day, value is something that has no validation until and unless it can be carried on to the other activities. I mean, in our future, right?
Correct.
Now, if you can join the dots together, okay. Now we are speaking about, if I'm not wrong, to my viewers, this guy went to one of the best colleges, universities, not just in that particular area, but in the world, right? Am I right to say that?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Exaggeration.
I mean, you got like Christopher Nolan, Rabindranath Tagore studying in the same college. So
You say you have to clarify because I couldn't hear you. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So I was in UCL, University College London, and I did my management course there. That college is famous for because our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, studied there. He did his course there. We got Rabindranath Tagore. We got Christopher Nolan, who did his course there. So it's based out in London, and I did my management course. Yeah. So it was one of the best universities out there in the world. It's like in the top 10.
Good. So why did I say good right now is just to understand that at the end of the day, journey and learning has its own essence and value, no matter how high or low the university is, right?
It doesn't matter.
We have did our learning in a pretty humble college, right? In the case of in the context of ranking or size and area and stuff. Okay, but if we have still learned very important stuff over there, I'm pretty sure because I've learned a lot of stuff over there, right? So this learning that we have, right? How much has it made a difference? Like, how relevant has it kept you in such a huge university which belongs to a different world? Even though it's a different world, how relevant were you because of the knowledge that you gained here?
See, undergrad, again, as we did our undergrad, we were mostly towards our practical knowledge rather than the bookish knowledge as well, because we never were inclined towards that. It was more about events. It was more about going out, meeting people, interacting, negotiating and stuff like that. So along with that, we used to study, we used to score good marks as well. So when I approached UCL, so I had like 3 universities lined up. I had UCL, London Business School, and London School of Economics. So I had these 3 lined up for my master's. I did my GMAT, but then I think I did not take a test for GMAT. So I just went directly to UCL and like, I have these many scores. I have got this score, and they were like, okay. So they took an interview of me, and they asked me general questions like, what is your view on certain topics? How do you try to solve that issue and stuff? So for me, it wasn't about bookish stuff. It was more about, okay, I knew I was there in the field, and I knew how to tackle stuff. I knew how to speak with people, interact and stuff like that. So I think that helped me out. And the undergrad was a major step for me, even though we are staying in a city like Hubli. People who haven't heard in UK about where Hubli is, they usually get confused with Hooghly in Kolkata, in West Bengal. So that's there's a place.
I mean, what in the world is that correlation? I don't understand that.
I don't know. So they're like, are you from Hooghly? I'm like, no, bro, we're from Hubli. So it's a place in Karnataka, near Bangalore. So that's how they get to know. And when I went there to UK, they're like, where are you from? I'm like, Hubli. And they were like, so I used to tell them I'm from Bangalore. And then I used to tell them if they are close to me, then I'm like, okay, bro, I'm not from Bangalore. I'm from a place near to Bangalore, like 400 kilometers away. So then that's how I used to, So, I mean, from belonging from a city like this and then going to UK, I think that's a big step in a way, because we have a lot of people going from Hubli or neighboring cities, from tier 2 cities moving to UK. So I think doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter which college you go to, it is all about you in the end. It is just individual skills, individual qualities and stuff.
Yeah, give us an instance, give us an instance where you felt a moment like, okay, I'm in UCL, right? And you were able to express your certain craft and skill. And thanks to, and you said to yourself, man, even though I learned this shit in KLE CBA, I'm able to use it over here. Three instances or one instance, we are good.
Okay, I'll just give you one example. We had this module called influence and negotiations. So it was just about two parties or like four parties. It depends again on case to case. And we had to interrogate or like negotiate to come to common consensus and get the deal done. So as you know, we were into events and we had to gather, like I was into marketing. So I knew all about like sales, I knew about tackling people, I knew about interacting with a lot of personal customers out there. So the case was basically about a party wherein he was involved. He was a buyer and I was a seller and stuff like that. So I wanted to sell it at a higher rate. He wanted at a lower rate and stuff. So now I knew that if I do this, if I give him some benefits, he's going to give me that rate and something like that. So this scenario happened to me because I could take it from Kaylee, was because when we were managing events, when we were tackling people, when we were getting sponsorships, we were going out and we knew what rate we had to fix to get what benefit. So that was already set in mind. So people the other person was from a different background and from different city, different country, he wasn't able to understand that. So I knew what perks I'm going to get. So I used those perks and I just got that done. So it was easy for me to get those things done. So I think Kaylee helped me there. I mean, BBA as an undergrad in Hubli with these people, I mean, great. And that helped me out. So yeah, that was one tactic wherein it helped me out. Still a lot of small things wherein I cannot give an example because they just happen in jiffy and you do not know that.
That's the reason I asked you only one. I understand, bro. You cannot.
There's a lot of things which happen and they might be correlating with like, okay, I've learned this there, I'm using it here. So that there might be stuff in personal life, there might be stuff in like college life, everything getting together, and then you get a solution to all of it. So I think all of these things have helped me out in UCL mostly. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know that we.
Yeah, continue.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know that we as BBA students, we are more about presentations and like doing PPTs and stuff like that. So we knew like how to present, how to showcase a project and stuff. So I'm gonna give you another instance wherein we did a case study on Tesla, and we had to do presentation, like just a normal presentation of how to do it. So we were a team of 6, I think, and we were choosing who's going to present. I was like, I'm going to do it because I have experience. I have done it before. So this initiation couldn't have been done if I hadn't done BBA. Cool. If I hadn't done like presented in front of people like 100 or 200 people, if I hadn't had the stage fear, I wouldn't have gone there and like, okay, I can do it. In front of people who I have not known, a different country, different set of people, I was right there. I was like, I'm going to present. Cool. So yeah, that's one thing that helps you. The confidence which has built in me has helped me out in my masters and then the future life after masters. Well.
Yeah. Basically, we got a shit wagged enough in Hubli. So
I know.
International level in Hubli itself. So London is no big deal.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you go to UK, if you go to anywhere. It's all about what you learn in Hubli. Yeah.
Amen. So we'll come back to UCL again because I believe. Sure. See. I don't know if people might say that what are these guys talking about international education always? I don't care. To be honest, that is a very, very important aspect to me as this is my show and to me it's important. I'm going to speak about that. Excuse me if you're offended. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I would like to ask is, come on, let's speak about some marketing stuff. Okay. You said that negotiation and stuff, right? And what do you think? Just summarize, justify the concept of negotiation, marketing and stuff through certain words, right? What is important to, negotiate during the process of negotiation for a negotiator?
So the problem is we confuse between marketing and sales. So marketing is a person who advertises, who tries to show the product in a different way, who tries to beautify it, who tries to like picture it out for customers, like what the product is. Sales is somebody, sales is a person, like wherein he does sales, like he goes, he interacts with people, he negotiates, and he comes to a proper conclusion, like, okay, I've sold this product at so and so rate. Okay. So now marketing is different, sales is different. But sales is part of marketing. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So the problem is people take sales as the main and then marketing is nothing. And then they just go out blindly and do sales. That doesn't make sense. Because without marketing, you
what
cannot
people
do
are you
sales.
talking about? Like I'm lost here because I see that you're trying to prove something. One second, huh? 1 second, bro.
Sorry, we got this.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry. Okay. So I think my internet is unstable. So I'm just getting the notification. Okay, I'm fine now. Sorry. So I'm talking people who generally like do sales, who are out in the field, who sell products. I'm talking about those people. I'm not talking about people who just sit at home and work behind a computer. No, who go out and sell. And along with that, they need support with people who are sitting back here in front of the computer and doing their work. So the problem is marketing and sales. So marketing is the head, and then you got sales part of marketing, not the other way around. So the example was people used to just go out without telling what the product is. They used to just go, sir, I have so and so product. Can you buy it? I'm like, no, why should I buy a product? It's not giving me any advantage. It's not giving me a certain add-on to my benefits or anything which will suffice me, my need or my want. That won't work out. So if I do marketing, like as a marketing person, I will showcase that, okay, this product is beauty. This product is what you want. Even if you don't want it, I will make you want it. This is what you need.
That was the next question.
Yeah. So marketing is, so when you go do sales, it's going to be easy. So look at this. This is what you need, what you want. This is what you're trying to showcase. And when you sell it, it'll be easy. So if you do not do marketing, it's very tough to sell a product. It's very tough because nowadays with digital marketing, with mobile data easily available, people are always on the phone. Nobody has time to meet somebody and do something. It's more about video calls. It's more about on the phone calls and stuff, or using Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat and stuff like that. So wherein people do not want to interact with people, but also want to interact with people. So they want to do it digitally. They don't want to do it physically, like in person. So I think marketing here is very much important because without that, it's going to be tough for you in the coming years as well. Because you got AI, you got VR, you got augmented reality, you got a lot of technologies coming up, and we have to buckle up to get to that level wherein we can compete with people who are already using AI, VR, or AR. I'm sorry.
In the context of technology and the context of technology, you use the word we, right? Who are we?
Yeah. We, okay. So we as in, I'm talking about Indians as well as the people of our generation as well.
Okay.
I mean, they are like people, I'm talking majorly Indians because let's face the thing, because we're going to stay here, we're going to work here. And the people majorly who are going to listen to this are mostly Indians, and I want them to use technology as the most important aspect of the life. Because without technology, we cannot go ahead, we cannot grow. Because we have surpassed the traditional ways of doing work or marketing. If you're talking about marketing, we need to enhance, we need to get better, we need to use technology as much as we can. Even though we are doing a call right now, we're using technology, and without this, we couldn't have made this call.
Exactly.
So that's how important technology plays in our life, and plays a role in our life, and that's important, and we cannot shy away from it. We need to be part of it.
But what do you got to say to these people who, like, in some ways are justified? Their argument against technology, the way it is consuming our life, right? The way it's consuming our life at such exponential rate, you got to be scared about that, right? In everything, the morning I get up to the night I sleep, I am surrounded by technology. Every screen, you have to wonder, right? Philosophically, let's go philosophically. When people are saying that technology is consuming you so much, and to be honest, I understand what you're saying, right? You cannot go ahead until and unless you adapt to the current times, which in other sense, current times is technological advancement. Okay. So what do you got to say to those people?
So see, there's always a limit to. So that's a different way of. So what you're trying to say is a personal use of technology for you. I'm talking about a commercial use of technology for me.
I'm speaking of commercial itself. Trust me, even for daily activities, technology is going to take over, bro. For every single shit.
Yeah. Correct. That's true. For instance, if you're using like artificial intelligence as well in your house, like I'll come back to your house. You just you're gonna use like HomeKit and stuff like that in Apple, wherein you just click a button and the lights are on and stuff like that. Automation is everywhere. You don't have to use your fingers. Just need your voice. You can do all of stuff like that. And people they argue that okay, that's going to make you lazy. You're not going to be active in life. You're just going to sit at one place. Everything the technology is going to do for you. So what's the use? We're not going to be active. See, I think there's a limit on what you want and what you don't want. Like what you consume as technology and what you do not consume as technology. So for instance, there are certain things which you do not want. Like for example, why do you want automation in a house where like everything is accessible? Like, okay, I can click this button and that's a switch. I can just switch it on. I don't need automation for that. We do not require automation there. You do not need to put automation. So you do not need to surround. You do not need devices like you do not need something which you do not use. Oh, your laptop's fine. You don't need like 10 computers in a house. Doesn't make sense when you have a laptop, which can do a lot of work compared to 10 computers. When you do not need television everywhere, you can have one television. If you have a smaller, like depends again, person to person. So I'm just trying, you need to constrain yourself. You do not need to use all devices out there. Because if you do, you are addicted to everything. You are addicted to, okay, I need to, like the first thing, even I do when I wake up is like where my phone is. I need to check who has sent me a message. I do not wake up like, oh my God, such a nice day. I do not do that. And I just wake up like, oh, where's my phone? And when I open it and okay, people are doing this, people are doing that. I do not get up from my bed for half an hour because I'm just on my phone browsing through the feed, which I've done yesterday, the last day, and I'm doing the same stuff again and again for the entire day. And I'm like, am I doing something productive or am I not? Because I'm just sitting there for half an hour and just scrolling through feeds, which is, I think it's useful, but it's not useful as well. So that's what you need not to be done, and you need to constrain yourself from doing that. So I think it's again, you need to, it's your personal choice wherein you constrain yourself from doing things. You need to.
The problem is, what happens is, I kind of disagree on your aspect where you said like, where you said there'll be a situation where if you do not require it, you do not have to use it. See,
correct.
It's not possible because see what happens is the big guys, whatever they do, right, they set the trend for everything, and the culture automatically follows. Average man follows. Correct. Average man does things. Whatever the environment justifies, they do it, right? Irrespective if they need it or not. If the price is reasonable, they're gonna buy it.
They're gonna buy it. I do too. Yeah.
Even if you have 10 computers and one computer, even if you're using one computer, you're still accumulated. I mean, you're still consumed by technology.
So you want more. It's always about wanting more than what you have.
Yeah,
even if you have something which can suffice your problem, you don't stick to that. You want something more.
Exactly.
Like I have a MacBook. I need my Mac as well.
Exactly. It's always the big guys who set every notion. See, 90%, 99.9% what's happening around the world is unbased. It's unfounded. Whatever we are doing is only because it's justified somewhere. I mean, somewhere on the higher hierarchy.
One person is using it, and so like, okay, we should use that too, and everybody follows.
One person is speaking it, and that's why I'm speaking. One person is dressing it, and that's why I'm dressing it. Not just technologically, every single case, right?
Every single aspect, yeah. So it's like following the crowd. What people do, I should follow too. And I think that's the reason we are. So like a trend which happens, like somebody has set it, and everybody follows.
Exactly.
It's the same way when you use technology. So like Apple says that, okay, you should buy my phone because it's thin. Still has the same features which the previous phone had. You still got to buy it.
Exactly.
Because, oh no, I have to follow the trend. And doesn't matter if you have the same phone, which was the same powers, same capabilities, just looks thinner. You don't have to buy it because it's the same. Like
well, you can say, well, there are two aspects to it again, right? You can say, man, you're just dumb, you're just imitating, because there are some people saying that it's a good phone you're buying. That's one notion. And the other notion is that you have to understand that every fiat currency, the value is given based upon consensus. Every individual's consensus. You can say that consensus is the defining aspect of every value of every single thing. Don't you think how crazy it is that you and me together are such a small guys, right? We are so small, but together when we agree on something, we
can do a lot of things. Correct. It's all about influencing the other person to use something which you like. Like for instance, Apple says that, I'm just giving examples of Apple. I don't know why, but yeah. So Apple says that, okay, this phone is good, you should get it. You'll be like, okay, I'm influenced. I like this thing. I'll influence somebody else as well. Okay, look at my phone. This is so flashy. You should also get it. So then somebody who doesn't want to buy it is like, okay, cool. My friend also has it. I should also get it. And that's when the problem arises. Where, okay, that's how the sales are increasing for Apple, because that's how they influence. But it doesn't matter to them. But otherwise, like if you see the amount of junk created, the amount of wastage of products which is happening, because Apple themselves, or any company for that sort, says that you can use the product for 3 years, 4 years, and it's not going to be a problem for you, because we upgrade the technology so that even the backward compatibility can happen. So previous phones can also use it. A lot of people who I've seen who use like iPhone 6 or Samsung S6 and stuff like that, which are old phones, but still they use it. So what I'm trying to say is, so Apple has no problem with you using older phones, but they also want you to buy new phones. So it's all about that concept, when it's again marketing, when you come that, wherein you influence somebody to also keep the phone, but also buy a new phone. So the customer like confused, oh, should I go for stay with the old phone, or should I get a new phone? So what they do is usually they go for the new phone, like, okay, something looks good, I might just spend. But is that spending good, or is that technology which is useful for you?
That's what I remember writing something during KLE CBA, right? There was something that I wrote called whirlpool of averages.
Okay.
What happens in a whirlpool?
It spins and spins.
It's sucked in, right? Whatever it is,
yeah.
like a boat, it gets sucked in, right? What was happening here? I was observing, especially in the case of Netflix and Apple. When I was in CBA, there were a lot of transitions. The guy who did not know much of the current trend thing, jumped like that in an instant. For example, PlayStation, PlayStation, right? I'm telling you, throughout the school, I've been surrounded by so many guys, right? Throughout the school, nobody talks shit about PlayStation. 1-2 guys bought it, okay? And then came high school, and thanks to the memes, thanks to the YouTube videos, PlayStation was accepted like a cool sign everywhere, and every single guy started speaking about PlayStation like he knew it since the beginning. And then came Star Wars, right? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I mean, in the, I mean, you know Star Wars.
It was all made up. Yeah, correct. I think there was. I think Star Wars: The Last Jedi, was it that movie? I'm not sure, but there was this hype created for Star Wars.
All of a sudden. Yeah. Every single guy hopped on the train that I know Star Wars, right?
And I need the lightsaber. I want that, and I want to.
Yeah. Okay. So that's when I wrote this something called as whirlpool of averages. Okay. So what happens in the whirlpool of averages is, some guy somewhere starts it.
Okay.
First of all, the established names. It all starts with the established names. They sprout some shit.
Correct.
Not every time, but yeah, let's speak about when they sprout some shit. Okay. What happens is, somewhere, some other guy who is, okay, for example, who's monetarily very good, who has influence in a lot of places. Out of 10, two guys say, okay, I am convinced by it. Other 8 guys are genuinely in that influential place, right? They're really cool. They know what is shit and what is good. Okay. These 2 guys create. Over here, another chain creates. In the guys who follow these 2, okay, there's another chain getting created over here, and this keeps multiplying. And a certain number is covered over here. That number is increased, and the 8 guys who first disagreed with the content that the established companies put out, they start questioning. First, they were like, "Bro, this is unnecessary. You shouldn't promote this, right? I know my game. I know Star Wars is like this one, that is other." But after the number has increased, these guys get, what should I say? I mean, I forgot the word, man. They get what? Skeptical. How can I forget the word skeptical? Jesus. They get skeptical. Okay, they get skeptical of the decision. Right? Wait. Was it our right?
Am I right or am I right? Or am I something issue with?
Right. And then when this chain multiplies in this area, this 8 guys area, somewhere in the bottom, and because bottom guys are always whatever मेरा ऊपर hierarchy क्या बोलता है वही मैं follow करूँगा. But in this case, the chain came from here. Are you understanding the figure?
The spread. So the bottom.
The spread of the wires was from here, from these 2 guys, right? And then it multiplies, and then these guys, okay, if these guys agree, let's agree. Let's say that these guys are the ultimate rulers of what is right and what is wrong. Even they get
basically trendsetters, stuff like that.
Exactly, and that's
so
where
that's
when
it's
it
the
gets
reverse influence for them, wherein the people who are getting influenced by them are influencing them to follow that.
Exactly. It's a particular chain, right? And you have to be sucked out. When the number is high, you will be sucked into the trend, and that's what it's called.
So there was a time when Apple 2008 when they launched the phone. Apple was a company which was targeting niche like market. So the market was small. It wasn't like huge, but they had a particular market. They didn't want anybody else because the phone was expensive, the laptops were expensive, everything was expensive. But now that niche market has increased. It is huge. Now they have a target market, like which is huge. It's not a niche market anymore because the purchasing parity of a person has increased, wherein they spend more and they earn more and they spend more as well. So what happens is the product expense, the cost of the product wasn't much compared to what they started with. Like I think it was around 30, 40, then they went to 70, 80, now it's around 1 lakh. So that slow increase, even though there was like a massive increase in number of people who had the purchasing power to get it, that increased. So the niche market got bigger, and now they don't have a niche market; they have a market, which is like huge. So I think that's how, as you said, the whirlpool of averages that helped. Like that was one influence wherein people got influenced. Okay, if I use an iPhone, even though I don't know how to use it, I'm going to be the Raja of that area. Like people are going to follow me. If I have an iPhone, I'm the best guy out there. But now it doesn't matter because everyone has it.
No, it still matters because Apple has made a pretty good job of maintaining their name.
Maintaining their name. Correct. But the brand value and stuff.
Even though your units have increased.
Again, what happens is people. So they started producing smaller products. Like they started producing earphones, AirPods, which became an exponential trend. Yeah, where people got influenced. They started with Apple Watches and stuff, wherein people are like, okay, I should have an Apple Watch, even if I'm not that fitness freak, but it looks good in my hand and it connects to my phone. I need to get it. So these accessories type of products, which connect with your phone, you buy, and it doesn't matter if it is important for you or not. Same with like Netflix, same with Amazon Prime, same with Hotstar. So the streaming devices as well. So what happens is, okay, I need to watch a game. Should I get Hotstar or should I recharge my Tata Sky? I'll get Hotstar. So then there's another football game which is happening on Sony Live. No, I'll keep my Hotstar again by Sony Live because the UFC game is going on or my Champions League game is going on there. So people, if they like just for a game, they buy it. If they want to watch Friends, they have to go Z5 because the reunion happened there. They're going to buy that as well. And then if they want to watch the normal Friends, they have to use Netflix. So people, even though it's like $500, $600 for 1 month or like a year, people spend, and that has changed over the years. Like previously, if you told me like 10 years ago, if you want to use Netflix, I'm like, no, dude, I'm fine using my torrent or like downloading on Spacepo and stuff like that. I don't want to spend money on all these things. I'll do it that way. But now, no, people are more like they find it more classy. And they don't want to use torrents. They want to use these things which make them look good in compared to the society. They want to look good in the society, and these are things which help them out.
I think it's about feel good. I mean, obviously,
feel good.
Make look good is a very important part of it, right?
Correct.
But at this point, it's about feel good.
It's about feeling good, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go with you mentioned the name Tesla. Can you tell me like what did you do with respect to Tesla and presentation and stuff?
Oh yeah. Tesla, it was about which model was it? So I think it was about starting up, like what are you going to do in terms of growth and what things you're going to change for Tesla in the future. So each team got different companies like Google, Apple, Amazon, and stuff like that, and we got Tesla. So we had to showcase how and what are the future aspects and future attributes we're going to add to the company and how we're going to change the company. So when we started researching about Tesla was about to be bankrupt, and we were scared like how are we going to help this company?
Which part of the year?
Sorry?
Which part of
2018. This was 2018, and they said that if Tesla doesn't perform, they're going to go bankrupt and they're not going to have a lot of stuff going on, and they need to change that. So I was like, okay, so we as a team are confused, like if we're getting so many cons, how are we going to get something better out of this company? So we started talking about infrastructure for Tesla, because what had happened in that year was there was news wherein Tesla products are there, like you got Tesla cars, but it did not have the charging stations. You got the product. You cannot travel for a long period of time because you need to charge your car, and then again travel.
The product is such that the environment was not developed for the existence of the product, right?
Correct. So even in UK, those days, I think they needed to enhance those infrastructures, and we had implemented, like, they need to improve the amount of charge stations across the country, so that people traveling from, for example, if you're traveling from London to Manchester or London to Brighton, you need to have a charging station which will suffice your journey from London to that area if you're driving down from London. So I think for that, they needed to work on those charging stations as well. They needed to, I think, I'm not sure, we also had worked about the pricing and also how they're going to target the lower market, because I think Tesla S was there, Tesla X was all like newly launched. So the newer models which are coming on in that era, and I think there was a hype created of Tesla which helped us I think after a few months, Tesla got a hype wherein they're like, okay, you need to have a Tesla, you look cool with it and stuff like that. And then the amount of people buying Teslas increased. So we said that if that happens, then this is going to happen. So we had said about that. So we did a certain amount of study and we presented in that way, so that we say that Tesla is going to survive for a long period, and this is what the projections are going to be. So we did the projections, we did the growth philosophy, and we also did the marketing side as well. So I was taking care of marketing. About how we're going to advertise. We just need Elon Musk. We did not need anybody else. So Elon Musk was himself a marketing idea in whole. But there was nothing else you need to do for Tesla.
You cannot deny that.
So yeah, so that's what helped us, and I think that's how we presented how we're going to help Tesla in the future. We also did like one of our
one of your.
So one of my teammate, he actually did go to Tesla. Tesla, what do you call it, the showroom, and he drove a Tesla to just check how it is, how it works and stuff.
So you've taken it home from there.
Sorry?
You've taken it home straight from there. I would have done that.
Yeah, I hope he did. He didn't call us though. He just went alone. He's like, bro, we'll just go. I'm like, okay. But he was a Britisher, so like, oh, cool. You can do whatever you want. It's your country.
You're being so mean, bro. There's a small ride. Come on. Yeah. The big part of their price is, I think lithium-ion batteries, right?
Yeah, that's true.
How up to date are you with respect to energy and batteries and stuff?
I'm not much into energy and battery, even though I did my internship in ONGC field, oil and gas. I did not study a lot about energy.
Okay.
So I did my internship there in a company which was taking care of oil and gas. So those guys are into designing of ships so they basically dig into the sea and extract oil. So this was a company who used to design all those ships.
You seem to learn a lot of stuff in UCL, bro. I mean, it's not because
this was in Bangalore though.
Which one? Oh, GC was
energy thing. Yeah, the internship which I did. Yeah. So, but in UK, I did not do anything related to energy. No, it was more about tech. It was more about marketing. Yeah, not much of energy and stuff. Because I think London is the financial hub of the world. So like the financial center, of the financial capital of the world. So it was more about finance.
Because I'm not so.
I know. So I'm not going to talk a lot about that. But I can say that we had two pathways in our course, wherein you choose if you want to be a corporate pathway or if you want to be a finance guy. I was more about, so my agenda of me going to UK was, as a generic management course, was to come back to India and do my work with my dad in the future in terms of family business. But so when I met people there were a lot of people who went for jobs. who took finance pathway, who went for jobs because they wanted to work there, settle down in UK. So those guys were focusing on a lot of things on like, okay, today I need to feed up my data for a job. It takes me 2 hours, I have to do it. So they every day they used to feed up data and try to look up for a job or apply for a job and get selected and stuff like that. So they were all in the mindset of how to do that and pertaining to that. I did try because I wanted to do and settle down in UK, but then a lot of things which wanted me to come back to India as well. So yeah,
back home.
Yeah, the whirlpool. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I don't have much expertise in that, but I can tell you basic stuff which I did initially when I was applying for jobs as well. But as a whole, it's a good experience. Yeah.
I think it's a good decision, whatever those guys made. Like, I mean, we are giving lot of money to that place, right? See, I think that is the best. That is the best option. Getting a job as soon as you graduate, recover. It's not like every person has to do it, right?
Correct.
But it's just an efficient way of living life. Graduate from a good college, get a job because of the merits of that good college.
Yeah.
Have a BEP while you're in the task of getting the BEP. Make sure you learn a lot of shit, right? And then do whatever you want to do.
So, but I think the problem is people tend to. So my understanding was you go to London, you spend money, learn. If you want to come back, you can come back. But if you want to stay, well and good. But the problem is you earn like the annual income you get if you get a job is like 40,000 pounds. That's 40 lakhs approximately INR, and that will suffice only for you, nobody else. Like you cannot have a family there for you because you need to get to a level to have a family and stay with people around with you. It's all about you.
Enough, no? We are young enough. I think we are young enough, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just saying in terms of like if you want to send money back to India, if you want to save something, you won't save because the expenses of in terms of your rent, in terms of your food, in terms of your travel, all are going to bulk up, and then you do not have. So even if you have 40 lakhs for a year, you're not going to save much. It'll be somewhere around 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs in a year, and then you might have to send some money to India. You might have to buy some clothes. You might have to do other things which will help you out, like your hobbies, your needs, so all that stuff. So you won't save much. That's what I'm trying to say initially. But if you get a job and you stay there for like 5 years, over the line, you are going to be a happy person in terms of monetary ways. You are going to earn a lot.
So 5 years is the
because I'm just saying, and because again depends on the person as well. Because if he doesn't grow the way he has to, it doesn't increase in that. You just stay at 40 lakhs. Okay. So if you increase your annual income, and then that's when you're going to earn a lot.
Yeah,
and that's when you're going to save a lot.
No, don't mind, right? We have a short time and we have to speak a lot of stuff.
I know.
You're like the one good guest I'll get in another 2-3 weeks, right? So that's the reason I have to use all my wisdom with you, right?
No worries.
That's what coming to energy. Don't you think Elon Musk is booming a lot? I mean, obviously he's number one in energy and stuff.
Correct.
But he's being a little cringy in the case of cryptocurrency. I mean, energy.
See, I feel about cryptocurrency, he's just being selfish in terms of he's gaining money though. Like he spent, he got Bitcoin, he sold it at a higher rate, and then he left it, and then it went down.
He's tweeting bullshit.
And then you should not buy Bitcoin because it is not energy efficient. It doesn't take care of the environment. It is against the environment. Bitcoin they do mining. Dude, but you bought it, you got money. So basically, in our terms, they say that तूने तो पैसा ले लिया उसका, वो हराम नहीं हुआ क्या फिर वो माइनिंग किया उसने? तो that's not right, but this is cool. Like how? But yeah, he's being selfish though. He's like, okay, you should buy Dodge. He did the same with Tesla initially. So you don't remember this car they had launched, the Cybertruck?
Yeah, of course. Humiliated himself in the expo.
Correct. He did it for a reason though, like according to my understanding.
Okay.
So when he did that, the shares of Tesla fell down in the market. So in the share market, the Tesla shares fell down like drastically. Like people just start selling and stuff.
You mean to say that humiliation?
Bought his shares again. So he bought those shares again.
Okay.
He invested again in Tesla. Okay. And that's how he got a lot of money. So now he has a lot of shares of Tesla. Okay. And then he launched that product, got hit, and it went skyrocketed. And now he has a lot of shares, and he got it at a lesser rate. He had nothing to do. He just broke glass of Cybertruck. That's it. So that's how he thinks. He's like, okay, I'll buy it at a lower rate, but I'll keep it until it reaches to a point and sell it. So he's not at loss. He's gaining money. But the problem with Elon Musk is he only runs on hype and nothing else.
Yeah, but
as of now,
I know it's hype, right? But to some extent, I think, you need to make bold statements. So whatever bold statements you're making, I absolutely love.
I'm not saying he's not confident about what he says. What I'm trying to say is that he is only running on hype because he does things which are like for a small period of time. Like it's a small jump for it. Like you said that he was the richest guy in the world and then he went down again. Because it was just for a short period of time and his shares went up and it just went down as well.
I think the richest guy in the world
like,
the richest guy in the list is the world's stupidest list that man has ever created, in my opinion. I don't know what are they trying to prove or say. I mean, you can meet some Habibis in the Middle East and so they have so much cash that they're just hiding under the under the
See, they are not going to show. So off topic again, but these guys aren't going to show what the Al Saud family have in their back.
Well, Al Saud is not trying to display in the first. I mean,
they do not have to. It's it's a what do you call it? It's monarchy, and they have money since so many years, and they did not have, and they own like half. That's a government basically, and how are you going to compete against the government?
Makes sense.
Aramco is like the richest company in the world. Saudi Aramco, it's like $1 trillion company. It beats Apple, and it's the first to reach $1
company, right? You're talking about.
Yeah, but it's just because it is owned by the government, it wasn't shown. So again, you cannot compete with those guys.
Exactly.
But private-owned companies like Jeff Bezos, okay, good, trying well. But but I don't know. I think we can do a lot of things with the people who are rich. If you say that, if you take like 50 people out of the $1 billion rich people out there in the world, the Walton family, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, anybody, if you just take 50 people, take some amount of their money, put it into development, give it to the poor, let them get better, let the world enrich. Why are you not doing that? Why are you just getting rich? Is the problem in the world is, I think, just the mindset of the people is like the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. The middle class is getting sandwiched between the both. Okay?
So you mean to say that government has to make it a mandate so that rich guys take a bulk of their amount and give it to the poor and nation?
I wish, but again, that's their property. I'm just saying it's not the government who has to do that. It's not the government. I think I just feel like a human being. I think we should do that. I mean, if I had like $100, I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example. If I had like $100 and I'm gonna like, okay, cool, I spent 50. I see like, okay, somebody needs money. I would keep $5. Keep 5% of my income. Like just take it. That's just a loss for me. But I'm just saying, I'm not. These are things which cannot be done, which people won't do because obviously they have earned a lot, and they want people from the poor to get better and stuff. But there's certain things wherein you can give back to the society. They might be doing charities. But the world of poverty is at such a level wherein it's getting worse and worse every single day. Like compared to what the current situation is, wherein we're talking about COVID and stuff, that things are getting worse for these guys. But the rich are getting richer. There's no stop to them. They are getting better. So what I'm trying to say is, I mean, you need to have a balance in the society. So the balance are basically the middle class guys
in society, because when you speak about society, right, you have to create a single set of rules and go accordingly to that. At the end of the day, under this rules, there will be.
I understand that. No, according to my point, you need to have a cap on what amount of money you got to earn in the future. Like, okay, you have $100 billion. That's the most you can earn. You cannot exceed $100 billion. Anything exceed $100 billion, you have to give it to the poor. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is, just being a human being, I think just human values wherein you, okay, take a set of money and give it to the poor, not give it to the poor in hand, may do something for the poor. It's not like, okay,
invest in your society.
Take $100. No. It's like doing something for them. Do something in fact. Like, okay, fine.
That is the magic of consensus, right? That is the magic of consensus, right? See, we also spoke about how value is created based upon how we agree on things, right? Correct. Agreeing and consensus is very powerful proponent. Okay, even though government has not made it mandatory for every institution to give out portions of its wealth to the nation or its society, you have to observe that again. I mean, so you see how relevant consensus is. Okay, because people know that one cannot simply be getting vested on getting rich, right? Every single large organization has a CSR.
Correct. Right? Yeah, that's for sure.
Foundation. Everybody. And I mean, if you find that if any of these organizations are not investing or are vested in the development of the society, do you think that organization will survive? Right?
Correct. I understand your point. Like, okay, like if I'm spending like 5% of my income, of my revenue on CSR, and I'm not getting anything out of it, like waste of 5%, that's a loss for me. That's not a gain. But they do it for tax evasion. They're like, okay, I spent 5%, so you cannot put tax for me on those 5%.
Get it? Yeah, that is right. That is right. Whatever I'm trying to see, that is right. That's where we have to mend the laws. Right?
Yeah, that's where you're like, okay, cool, I'll do this. You don't charge me tax.
Yeah,
I'll do that CSR, but don't charge me tax for that.
So you mean to say that at the end of the day, they're doing again for the selfish reason? Okay, I might agree with that. Because for the cause of evading the tax, they are doing all that CSR activities. Or is that what?
Correct. But there's like if you've seen the Premji Foundation, Azim Premji Foundation, the Wipro Foundation,
that guy different.
They do a lot of
financing
towards the poor. They do a lot of charity work. I'm just giving an example. You got the Gates Foundation, you got a lot of people who do. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, they do it. They're not like, okay, I need tax evasion for that. They do it for the betterment of the poor.
Exactly.
They do it so that the poor do something well in their lives. Did not just be homeless. Did not suffer every time there's a flood. Did not have problems when there's anything happening in the world, if there's a pandemic happening. But it's all about them getting better. Like, okay, I'll just give an example. If for example, you educate a person who's very poor, who gets better in life, and then he becomes a customer. You get it? Like, for example, as I invested on somebody, I did something for the poor. I built this hospital, I built this school, I got a society done. Now they're living in good places. So now the children are getting better, they are growing, they earn, and they get into a better life. Now the person, that child has gone from that worst scenario, has gone to a better scenario. In that better scenario, that child will spend some money. That guy, who's rich, who's like well-to-do now, will spend some money on the same product, on the same company who had done that CSR activity. You get it? So over the line, when you are getting the poor back into the better societies, they can invest, they can spend money on you. That can be done a good thing for that company in the future. Like, that's a huge circle of life.
Is doing something good for its betterment. So how is what you said
indirectly, but that's gonna take time. That's in like 15 years, 20 years. But again, if the development happens and that guy, I'm just giving, that's hypothetically, if that guy performs well in his life, he does things, if doesn't go out of the way and does things to get better for his family, that's when he might spend and like, okay, I'll take that Amazon subscription for $500. And that $500 is Amazon's collection. You get it? So
I get very scared when it comes to government intervention, right? For example, your basis, I mean, bro, trust me, I'm on you with this. See, I get very scared of government intervention. See, whatever you said, I completely agree with that. But I'm just trying to bring out the other best of the ideas possible. See, when you said that the company has to intervene, give out a bunch of money to somewhere else, right? See, that was a humane philosophy. Right? It's your human nature that's trying to say that.
That's my human nature, but I'm trying to tell that you can do a lot of things with the money you have.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. But at the end of the day, these kind of things have to be justified by philosophical and social environment. See, if government intervenes, right? If government intervenes, right? What happens is there is an ultimatum, and when there are people
there's a cap on the amount of investment. Correct. The amount of money you can earn, like, okay, fine, I can have only $100 billion. I cannot do anything more than that. That's a cap.
Yeah. See, anything more than that, you agree with that? You think that should happen?
I mean, that should. But again, there's a limit you're doing for things to happen. Like, for example, if you had done $100 billion as a target, nobody would have achieved $175 billion in the world.
I don't think so that should happen. You know why? See, because bro.
No, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is that if we do not do that, nobody would have achieved that much of amount. So the achievements of people, there's no target. Okay, I have to achieve these many billions of dollars in the future. People are, okay, $100 billion is a limit I cannot exceed. That's the problem. Like, people who won't do a lot of,
they won't go out of their way to earn more.
That's not what the government has to do, because I think that will obstruct them to do a lot of things to society, indirectly or directly.
Okay, now I understand you. Sorry. Now I understand.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I think as a human, you should do that when you help the poor. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not like, okay, you need to take a chunk and stuff, but you need to grow. But you need to spend some money to the poor as well as charity, wherein you help the poor in terms of situations that are bad, wherein they can't help, and you just need to get the society better. Africa is still struggling. A lot of places in India which have slums, a lot of things to be done, but government will do to a limit. I mean, we as humans, we have to do it.
Government should be in a limit.
I mean, we cannot give everything. Like, the problem is we cannot make them lazy. Like, okay, dude, I'll give you rice, I'll give you money, I'll give you some oil as well. Just cook and be happy. I won't do anything. Don't do anything in life. I'll give it to you for free. Would you do anything in life? Nothing. You'll just sit coolly. पैसा आ रहा है, घर में खाना भी आ रहा है, और बीच में रैली वाली होगी, दारू मिल जाएगा, bro, sorted. तो क्या चाहिए life?
And that's, so I think eventually
that's the problem. Correct. You should not make people habituated to free things, like things which are free and things which they do not have to work hard for. You just have to sit. Not make people habituated to that. Make people earn for what they need and what they want in life. Give them employment opportunities. Make them do something for you so that you also get benefited. They also get benefit. Give them money. They'll earn. They'll save. And they'll do better for the society. You're also getting your work done. They're also getting the work done. So work in hand. You do not just give them for free. Okay, you're poor, I'll give you money. No, give them something. Get work done from them. Teach them. Make them understand, because they're humans. It's not like this. Everyone's going to be stupid. If they are surviving for so many years, they're not stupid, or they're not dumb, or they do not know how to live life. They do know. But it's all about, you give them that opportunity, give them the employment options wherein they can, okay, I'll do this, I'll be a mason, I'll work in the military, I'll do that. Make them habituated that. Do not make them habituated to free stuff. That's when the problem arises in the economy. Like, okay, like majority of our people are staying in the villages, and like who are poor and who are also staying in the cities, they won't do anything. They'll just sit. They'll come to your house, knock on a door, madam, paisa do. That's the most they'll do. You're not getting anything from that. The government is also not getting anything from that. So I think
government will get. I mean, you continue. I'll tell you a particular example.
Okay. So if you do not make people habituated to free stuff, you also get things done in terms of the development for the country. The economy will increase. The per capita income of every citizen of the country will increase, and that's how the country will move from developing to a developed nation. So it's a huge process, but you need to work towards that. You can't just think about, okay, आज रोड खराब हो गया, फिर वापस से बिल्ड करेंगे, फिर रोड खराब हो गया, फिर रोड बिल्ड करेंगे, वही नहीं चलता रहेगा ना. You also have to get people to make them use the road properly. It's not about like, okay, you just throw junk outside, there's no drainage, a lot of things which are happening. That's secondary, but in terms of citizens, there's a lot of things you need to do in these ways. You were saying something. I'm so sorry.
You know the case. I mean, I basically was listening to you all the time. But what happens here is, you know, the case of Venezuela, right? Whatever I was trying to say is because whatever you were just trying to say, right? It hit me about one particular example. This guy is speaking exactly about the case of Venezuela. That's what I was reminded of, and that's like okay. What happened in Venezuela is, see, at the end of the day, whenever there's something existing for a long period of time, there will be flaws, and people take that flaws to discredit the entire system just because it's good. Okay, so this is how socialism is in the mainstream right now. Socialism ka bahut hawa chal raha hai idhar pe udhar pe. As a beacon of hope and the freedom and the equality. What happens is Venezuela incorporated socialism. Basically, they told whatever you said, right? The government gives this, people will get lazy, all of this shit happened. What is happening is, when the government was doing such libertarian actions, people were very satiated and people were glorifying this guy. What this guy does eventually, there is inflation, there is no value for money. Okay, this guy is living in his best life, in his Maybachs, in his private airplanes. People are dying like shit. Okay, and this guy doesn't bother. Right? This is the problem with government intervention in good activities. ये good activities का जो फंडा है ना, right? ये good activities जो ये good philosophy का जो फंडा है ना, government is, I mean, it is best for government to never intervene. Okay, there are certain things which are based upon value. Value and humanity are two different things. Humanity surpasses all human understanding. Value is the concept of human understanding, but the best concept of human understanding. This is where government has to intervene. And when it comes to humanity, I believe that if we find inhumane activities and the big corporations are being unjust by loading themselves with huge amounts of money, we have to educate ourselves and create a consensus.
Correct.
When we create a consensus, it's an unofficial law.
As citizens of the country.
As citizens.
Not as the government of the country.
No. Government should never intervene in these activities.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry to.
Please intervene. Please.
What I'm trying to say is, Frank, as a country of 131 crore people, as a population of 1.3 billion, it's to come to a common consensus is a huge thing to do. I mean, you have to, like everybody should agree to that. Everybody should follow that law, wherein you said it is a law, but it is not a law. Now, according to government, it's not a law. It's not a thing you should follow, but you as humans...
government fear and intervention necessary.
Correct. Yeah. But 131 crore people, just imagine, take everyone here in one ground and like trying to make them understand, like, bhai, tu ye kar, tu wo kar, hum log ye karenge. Government aayegi nahi, hum log ye karenge. It's a huge task. Even if you divide it according to provinces as states, it's going to be huge task.
Each province, province is equal to a nation.
We're not Venezuela because we have a population which is huge, second largest population in the world. Venezuela is not as huge as India compared to population. So we have a big task coming up because we as a developing country, we have a lot of things to do. To reach a developed country is not easy. You have to have all those benefits. Your per capita needs to increase. Your per capita wouldn't increase because the population is so much. Even if we, as a country, we get more money than America or China or not China, as UK, our per capita income will obviously be low because divided by the population, it's always low. Even if UK and US earn less than us, our defense system is like in the top 10. We are like 4th or 5th most expensive. The budget of defense in the world is so much, but we have so much money and we have so much population. We cannot give each person that much amount. Today, I was just reading in the news, China said that they should, like a couple can have 3 children now. That stopped it because the population growth had happened and they couldn't control it. Like, we need to stop. And then now a family of like a couple can have 3 children as a whole. So they've increased that. And so I'm just saying, so the government intervened, they controlled, they stopped. There will be one per family and stuff like that. So that's when things got better for China and they could control the population. We as like so much we couldn't control. And I think that's the reason we have so much poverty. We have so much like so rich people. We have middle class people. We have all sorts of people. And for us to become a developed country, it's going to take time. We have the youngest population in the world, right? But still we cannot make a difference. When China had that,
we're losing that advantage. We are not utilizing that advantage good enough.
I had been to IIT and we had this discussion about. So I'd been to IIT Bombay for a crash course, but it wasn't a crash course; it was exchange program, and we had this discussion about when China had the youngest population in the world, they made a huge difference. They became like the most powerful country in the world. When India has the youngest population, they're not doing anything. So I think that's going to take time, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and let me clear on that aspect, right? I completely agree with you with the unique situation of India. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So what happens? Whatever with the model that I gave, right? The intervention and population consensus. It is like the euphoria. It is like the goal, the perfection, right? With that in mind, understanding the metrics and factors behind that idea, we have to proceed. Right? You cannot incorporate it just like that. because every country has its own need. I agree with you, especially in the case of India. But you have to have this factor in mind, because if you do not have this factor in mind that I've mentioned right now, people are getting sucked into a lot of unnecessary philosophies.
Yeah, right? WhatsApp use, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, for example, what happened in the Russian history, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can attend the call.
No, it's not the call. I thought my earphones got disconnected because of the mic.
The audio is very important, bro. If I lose the audio, I'm screwed.
We'll do it again. We'll start again. No worries.
Wait. The way you said we'll start again, it means that the audio is not recorded.
No, it is recorded. But what I'm saying is my earphones got this. No, it's fine. It's working. It's 1 hour, 8 minutes or something. Yeah, it's working.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's there.
Okay.
My audio is there. Are you recording this screen? No.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, cool.
I am recording.
So you got both the audios. Well, you're going to use this audio.
Okay. ये audio जो है ना मैं separate करता हूँ. iMovie पे.
We are getting off topic. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay, that's what. See, that's like the euphoria of all the models that I create. And that is supposed. I think. See, not maybe I'm a small guy in a small place where I'm not supposed to give the ultimatums, but I believe this is the ultimatum of all governance. Okay, what I just said, and that takes a lot of time. But keeping that as a goal, right? हम 6 packs के abs रख के workout करना चाहिए. No, I mean, considering I'm 150 kilos weight, yeah. 6 packs is the main goal. So for that, I have to workout करना चाहिए.
So you need to have a goal and objective, like okay, we have to be there. Yeah. And that's when you can get things done. If you do not, then like you're just gonna go different places, and you're not gonna have common consensus.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get diverted to so many other bullshit, right?
Correct.
Because there are a lot of crap around.
I know, but Frank, like you said that we need to come to common consensus, right? In terms of all these aspects. So how do you feel that, like as a citizen of the country, how are you going to make people come to common consensus? Like, okay, you have to agree to this, you have to do this, and you have to.
There have to be movements.
Okay.
As aggressive as there
are. But okay, fine. Like, what is your objective and goal? What do you want to do? I'm just giving a vague thing. We're just doing generally. Like,
okay, let me go part by. I'll try to let you understand what I'm trying to.
I know the interview is about me, but I'm just putting questions to you as well. So
yeah, it's cool, bro. I need that energy also. Okay, so Goa is a very beautiful place for me, right? I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't go out with chicks over there, right? But it's very close to me. I mean, I did not attend it, but yeah, because I write, bro. I write certain stuff, okay? Especially in the case of philosophy, right? I want capitalism. I told you, right? May government itna intervene nahi karna chahiye and all that stuff. I absolutely hate capitalism. Okay, I absolutely hate capitalism. Why? Because there is no passion in it. Everything is being done for the sake of being done. Okay, and why should everybody be so obsessed with accumulating wealth and all this stuff, right? Even I don't like it. So I started writing something keeping Goa in mind. Okay, I hope this podcast somehow gets viral and hits, bro, because not because I want to be famous or something, but because this content is so powerful. I believe this is so powerful, right? I mean, I want one nation, one part of our nation. It should not be based upon every average philosophy. Wealth badao, idhar jao, udhar jao. One nation should be an artistic hub. What better? What one part of the nation should be an artistic hub? What better environment creates factors for artistic hub than Goa?
The vibe of the vibe which Goa gives you in terms of artistic.
Exactly. Then I took my motivation from freedom fighters. They were writing articles because they wanted to change the environment. They wanted to create that seriousness. They wanted to educate all their people about what's happening and what can be done. Okay, you don't have to accept the white people's oppression as normal. Okay, why is it wrong and what can be done?
Correct.
Okay,
so
pamphlet brochures is spread karne ka sabhi tha na pehle. So this is what they were trying to do. So I wrote something, right? Okay. So why is everyone so obsessed with going to Mumbai, going to Dubai, going to Portugal and stuff? Because Goans go like that, right? Okay, only one reason: average consensus. Yeah. What average consensus?
They got the visa to Portugal as well. Sorry, Goans got the visa to Portugal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they can be Portuguese. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. And what happens is What if you screw all of that? What if you do not justify and validate the worth of your life based upon wealth itself, but upon something else? At the end of the day, वो paper को जो value तू दे रहा है, you're giving it only because the nation around you is giving it. What if you create your own philosophy and give value to your skill? The skill might be music. The skill might be art. Like, what if you know about Vienna, Austria, Vienna, back in Beethoven के time पे, right? Everybody,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, everybody in the entire world, if they wanted to venture in music, used to go to Vienna.
Correct.
Okay.
Like the center of
exactly
for all the musicians and stuff. Yeah.
Sorry.
All these musicians, if they wanted to play, and their main goal was like, I should go and play in Vienna.
Vienna, exactly.
Be there.
Exactly. Be there. Right. And that's what, if you create a consensual value to music, a skill, right? And every person around you, every society around you will value you based upon your skill. Okay, you will be justified, right? Okay, as long as you have a good enough money and good enough food to get through. Okay, but your value in the society is validated based upon your skill. Do you know what?
Not in terms of the amount of money you have.
Sorry?
Not in terms of the amount of money you have.
Exactly, but the amount of influence you have with respect to your skill. Do you know what a beautiful hub will be created in such a philosophical world?
I know, but I'm just trying to like.
I mean, I didn't finish our question yet. I mean, I didn't answer your question, so yeah, just so you remember.
Yeah, so you can continue. What I was trying to say was like, okay, for like normal citizens as of now, if people are struggling and people are running towards is only one thing, that is money and nothing else. Every single person in this world is trying to like, okay, I'll do anything. I'll be an artist. I'll play music. I'll do whatever. I'll stream. I'll game. I'll do anything just for money.
Money.
There's nobody in this world who is not doing a single thing for money. There's nothing in this world which is free.
Why do you think?
Everything.
Why do you think?
It's all because people want to have the wealth, the capitalism, which is there.
Why is everyone with the same mindset?
Because I mean, they have been brought up like, okay, tu badega, paisa kama, zindagi ji, wo kar. I mean, people were constructed towards getting money rather than doing anything else in the world.
So you can
say the culture, yeah. The culture, yeah. Because that's what I said, they are breaking.
Exactly.
Like
that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like generally, when a child is born, you tell them, like you teach them, they have no knowledge about what the world is. It's all about how with the people they are and whom they meet and what they interact with. The world they're going to live in is going to be a world which is towards money, obviously. So they, even if they have the skills, they like, okay, cool, I can sing, I can be an artist, but I'll also be a finance guy. I can be an accountant. So that I'm just saying, I can be a marketing guy, I can be a techie, stuff that, even though I'm an artist, I can sing, I can dance, I can do this, I can do CA, all of that. I think my earphones got disconnected, bro. One sec.
Yeah.
So sorry. The audio got done. So I'm just starting another one. It's 1 hour, 15 minutes. Okay. I think my earphones got disconnected. So I'll just do it randomly. Okay. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. You're not able to connect?
No, it's out there. It's like my phone is here. My earphones are dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So what I was trying to say is that it's all about like a human being is born. It's all about the upbringing he takes it. It's not about, okay, you get up, you wake up and like, oh, I'll be an artist today. I won't earn money. I'll just sing songs. That's my passion. But though the amount of people doing that is very, very, very less. People follow.
Because it's the same culture. The entire world is hooked on to economical.
Correct. How are you going to survive without money? How are you going to eat food? How are you going to get things done without money?
Yeah, so that is one notion.
The whole agenda, like, okay, if I don't do this, I won't earn money. I can't live a life. I can't pay my rent. I can't eat food. I can't buy new clothes. I can't do anything because I don't have money. So what I need to do as a human being, I need to rush towards money. I need to get that. I can't do anything else to sustain. I'll sing, I'll dance, I'll do anything, but I'll gain money. Whatever skill I have, I'll use, but I'll get it only for money.
Yeah.
Even it's all about like, even if you have passion, okay, like cool. If you want to do this podcast, it's all about passion. Okay, I love to speak. You wanted to interact with people. You do it with passion. It's not about, okay, dude, I got to go and stream because if I don't, the amount of subscribers will increase and YouTube won't pay me money. You get it? So even people are using the skills and attributes and things they can do just for money. So I mean, it's to change that, it's going to take a huge task. I mean, you can't
I don't
tell
think
somebody.
so it's going to change, Arpar. Like you have to.
I mean, you understand. I understand your point, wherein you were like, okay, you need to
change करना पड़ेगा.
It's not easy. It's not
philosophy, no?
Correct. But to do that, it's going to be a huge, because it's not possible in the first place. Not possible in the first place because come on, tell me anything you can buy without money. Nothing. You can't. You just have to go and beg.
Like
beg
shoes.
For money.
Like shoes. Let's talk about shoes.
We've
bashed capitalism. We've bashed capitalism all this while.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the holy grails of capitalism. Please, the concept of shoes and sneakers, buddy.
Yeah, I'm loving the culture of shoes these days. I'm not wearing any items.
So how did it start? How did it start?
I think I started back in, like, I had this hint of shoes and stuff, but getting to know about the Jordans, the Yeezys and stuff. I remember you had these Yeezy 350, I think cloud white, the white ones, the white thing, you got it.
Oreos, bro. One of the most limited ones.
You got the Oreos, no? Correct. I'm so sorry. So I think I was influenced by it. I was like, okay, cool, Frank got this. I didn't know what Yeezys were. I knew like a hint of Yeezy. Like, okay, Yeezys are a product launched by Kanye West and stuff. There's this trend going on. Like, it's expensive shoes. You can't get it. It's tough to get it in India. It's a huge thing to do. Okay. But I was like, okay, cool. Undergrad में कोई नहीं पहचानेगा. हुबली में पहनूंगा, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. खरीदे कुछ फायदा नहीं.
I lost. I'll get to that. Please continue. I'll get to that.
So I remember I was going back to, like, I got selected in London. I was leaving to London. I'd been to Delhi, and so they launched the triple white Yeezy 350s when I was in Delhi, and they were supposed to launch it when I was in London, like the same time when I was going to be in London. So I was speaking with my cousin. He was in Delhi. I was like, bro, मैं इधर ले लूँ या फिर मैं बोला ट्राई करता हूँ इधर मिलता है पर मैं बोला कितने का है बोला 20,000. So I like 20,000 for a sneaker. Too much, no? Because I had not bought a sneaker which was like 20,000. I might have bought shoes which are like formals and stuff for 20,000, but not sneakers. And I was like, am I going to pull it off? Am I going to wear? So I didn't buy it. I went to London. I just went to London. Okay, I went to London and I was like, okay, cool. I'm just wearing my normal sneakers. And then there was something called Nike ID. Remember Nike ID?
Sorry, I'm not asking the question, right?
Yeah, sorry, wrong question. The right question. Yeah. So Nike ID they had launched. I was looking at Air Max 97, and Cristiano Ronaldo had done a thing with Nike, wherein he had launched the Air Max 97 custom for Cristiano Ronaldo, which is a golden color.
Golden one.
So, yeah, I wanted that. But I couldn't find the Cristiano Ronaldo ones. I found the gold 97s. So my first sneaker, which was like an official sneaker, which looked like a sneaker, was Air Max 97. Before that, I got Pharrell Williams tennis shoes and stuff, but those are not like those shoes. But 97 Air Max, come on. So I got the Air Max 97, the first golden shoe, when I went to London. And then like, okay, cool, the craze is coming up. And I think it was in November 2018, they launched the Zebras, Yeezy 350 Zebras.
Relaunched.
So,
by the time you bought it, that was a relaunch.
I know, it was the first relaunch. They did the second relaunch again in 2020 in UK. So 2018, the relaunch which happened with 350s, I got it. I went to Foot Locker. I went to Adidas first. They're like, no, you should do these raffles. I'm like, what the fuck are raffles? I had no clue because that was all new for me. So I was like, okay, cool. I just ran from Shoreditch in UK in London to Central London. Like half an hour travel from one place to another. And I went there. I went to Foot Locker, Central London, and like I stepped in, and one guy was holding a 350 in his hand. Like, sir, anybody wants? Anybody wants? Like me, and I went and I got my pair of sneakers.
Cool, that's a good story.
Yeah, but the problem here is the catch was I got the wrong size.
Ow!
Because
ow! Damn!
Yeah, So the 350s, I'll just, why am I, it's not getting out. Okay, sorry. So 350s are one size up and I got half a size up. And then I gave it to my cousin for free. So that's how it started, like Yeezys. And then I got my first, after that I got the 700, Yeezy 700 when I came back to India from Bangalore. I got, like I think a lot I got was last year, 2020, wherein I got Air Max 90 Off-Whites. I got the Yeezy 350 Breads. I also have a Yeezy 350 non-reflective black, static blacks.
Nice.
So I got all the three Yeezys, and then I like no more Yeezys. Then I moved my culture towards the Jordan culture. The first shoe I got of Jordan was Jordan 1 Low, Gym Red. Then I got a Jordan 1 Mid, Chicago's. Then I got a Jordan 1 High, the Smoke Rays, light Smoke Rays.
Come on, you just gonna say names or what? You're just gonna say names or what? You're gonna display or what?
Hey, just hold on. I'll get. Which one do you want?
Pick whatever you love, bro. Brief. Grand reveal.
Alright, so the first shoe which I spoke about, like the one I got in London, was this one, the golden one.
Yes, baby.
So the Air Max 97s.
Yes, baby.
The golden ones. This was the first shoe.
Okay.
After that, I got the Off-Whites.
Well, we are loving the flex, buddy.
So this is my OG.
A little closer, please enlighten my views. Nice.
So these are the Off-Whites. People do understand that Off-Whites do have tags. It's not a tag from like to remove. It's a tag you keep. I had a problem where people asking why you wearing a tag in Hubli. I'm like, no, dude, this comes with the shoe and you got to wear it. So this is the tag. So please,
it's part.
It comes. Yeah, part of it.
It comes.
So this is the Off-White, my first Off-White with Air Max. So I got this. Okay, I'll just move on. And the other Yeezy, I don't have it right now. I got one more Yeezy, which I'll just show it to you. Are the Fly Reds.
The breads.
The breads. So I got this at retail.
Okay.
In India.
You got it at retail? Yeah. These guys have good supply.
Yeah.
They had good supply, not anymore.
They do have it now, but that's what Kana said, that everyone should own a Yeezy.
Yeah.
I hope everyone does. So I gave one for free.
Okay.
So I think, I mean, the other shoe I'm going to show is it's a Jordan, but I got this for free. I mean, I just paid like $2,000. I won a raffle and I got this. So it's a High Obsidian. Air Jordan 1 High Obsidians. So I got like, I don't know, people do have a craze of Jordans. I do too. I moved from Yeezys to Jordans because I like the silhouette. I like the shape. I like the color, but comfort is shit.
Yeah.
The otherwise crazy shoe. Comfort, Yeezys anytime.
I mean, Yeezys are so comfortable. When you get used to it, you cannot go to anything else.
But Jordans, the design, I mean, they are just beautiful, bro. When you wear it, it's on feet. These are the best shoe to wear compared to the other ones. Because, I mean, the other ones, they are very comfortable. Like Air Max, the Yeezy 350s, Yeezy 700s are the best.
I think you're into the 700s, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I had. Oh, these are the Vanta Blacks 700s. Cool. So the Vantas. So yeah, sorry.
Okay.
This I got in Bangalore. Again, in retail. These are the most comfortable shoe I have. Like these are called the daddy shoes, but yeah, the most comfortable shoe out there.
Dad shoes.
Because I mean, you don't have looks. I mean, they're good looking, but again, when you wear them for long journeys, I traveled with them. Okay. I used to wear them for my like London journeys and stuff. Beautiful, lightweight, and comfortable shoes.
Very comfortable.
Because you got the Autolite sole. Yeah. 350s I don't like in comfort, but 700 is the best, most comfortable shoe.
Okay.
Yeah. 350, I mean, they're narrow towards the toe.
So the toe, right?
Yeah. So I feel like
that area is a little congested.
I know. That's the reason I gave my zebras away. Because they're like cramped up in the
makes sense.
So I got like, couldn't travel. But these shoes are like, I got some more. Like,
I know. All right. We just need the highlights over here.
Yeah. So Jordan 1s, I got one more Jordan 1. I got a Jordan 3. I got Jordan 3, I got a Georgetowns. So they launched recently, I think 4 months ago in India. Okay. Got them at SmallGovt.com. Yeah. Okay. But the thing in India, I think it's getting up. Like the culture of sneakers is so good in India right now. compared to what it was 2 years, 3 years ago. And when we were undergrad, there was nothing during undergrad. But now, a lot of people, I deal with sneakers these days. I sell, I buy sneakers. I do that.
Shit, you got into the game. Okay.
But not like, I don't have an Instagram page. I don't do that, all that stuff. But yeah, technically, kind of. I sold some sneakers. I bought some sneakers. I had one Nike Dunk, SB Dunk, which was like the bear brick. It had like bear skin on it and stuff like that. I gave that. I sold that recently. I got those shoes. I recently got an Air Jordan 1 Shadow 2.2. So I got that. So that is going on. And the best part is there are buyers out there. Exactly. I thought that like if I had done this 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would just be a stockist with just shoes and nothing else and no buyer.
That's where I failed. See, my sneakers, my style and sneaker life story is the biggest failure. I mean, a man could ever.
I mean, you started way early than me.
My entire inventory, right? Okay. I wish. I mean, now I'm speaking about the 8th grade. Okay. This. I mean, I was so way ahead. I mean, I'm not praising myself. This is my failure. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Everybody. First of all, nobody was in the game. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody, even if I wear some clothes which had some good brand name on it, everybody used to mock me and bullies, right? A lot of bullies in the game. Correct. And up to 7th, my first sneaker was the Adidas skateboarding shoe. Back then, the SBs were the deal.
Yeah.
When we were in the high school, abhi Jordans kaisa hai na international level pe, udhar pe, us time pe SBs were the deal.
Correct.
Like the niche market.
And now SBs are coming back though.
Yeah, they're coming back. But I'm speaking about that era, right?
Yeah, no,
SBs were the real deal, right? And I was always this guy who, I mean, kuch log the, bro. When they got into 9th and 10th grade, right? I mean, after graduating 10th grade, they were hyping their G-Shocks and all of this, right?
I know.
Me and my friends were into Eminem and all of that. These same guys who were flexing their stuff are the same guys who used to do that. Hey, I get the same shit in national market for 500, for 300, for 400. You paid 4,000 for this, bro. What are you talking, bro?
Supply 350, I have, bro. Supply 350, I'll get it, bro.
मुझे 400 को मिलता बे, सभी क्या बकरा बना बे, मेरा भाई है बे, and all this stuff, right? And then
I get it.
Yeah, but then there was this one shoe I bought, bro. Like this cements my place as the OG of Hubli shoe game. I don't care what any, forgive me, says, right? This shoe cements me as the OG of 8th grade. Okay, nobody knew shit about this shoe. Nubuck leather, right? Nubuck leather and I mean alligator leather near the shoelace. And 8th grade I was, and I was able to get my hands on these shoes. I was also supposed to get a G-Shock back then, but I don't know why God did not allow me.
I got into G-Shocks later, I suppose. Yeah, I remember that.
Because it was available in India by then. Okay, thanks to Eminem, we were trying for G-Shock.
Oh, G-Shock.
Yeah.
अपना पहनता bro, Eminem.
200 को मिलता है क्यों भी? And what happened?
Do you have a sneakers around with you right now? Because I want to see them though.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to speak about a sneaker, right? That one sneaker that cemented my place as an OG of the sneaker game.
Yeah.
कोई भी नहीं थे bro game पे. I mean, even my environment were not. If my environment was into that game thing and okay, I imitated bole to
cool, nice.
Just a part of the system. But no, the entire game I foresaw, but I couldn't capitalize. I wish I could bring that sneaker into life, man. जो मैं sneaker के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ ना, that nubuck leather and alligator print. I wish I could just bring it out of my brain right now and place it with you. You would know how beautiful it is. Wait, I think I can. This is scripted,
nice. Oh, nice.
See, bro, this is like the holy grail of all shoes.
You got this in 8th grade. Are you serious? You got this in 8th grade.
Shoe, bro. Look at the shoe, bro.
Did you get this in 8th grade?
Huh?
Dude, you had great taste in 8th grade, bro. Like, come on. Like, I was just wearing Pumas out there in 8th grade.
Look at the leather, man. This leather, right? This is a beautiful, beautiful leather, right? I love this. I have Yeezys, I have Tubulars, I have all that shit. But this kitna saal ho gaya? 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, like
11 years, bro.
11 years ho gaya. I kept it like my lover, bro. My only one true love. This shoes. I can never let this card go. Like I could have bought my Yeezy right now. I did not bring it. The only this thing, right? And that's. I mean, Abhi, mera closet. You have my closet, right? I was speaking about my failure of this thing. This went unattended. Nobody observed this. Nobody gave respect to that. My money wasted.
No,
right? Yeah.
Now if you talk about those shoes, like people like go crazy.
Exactly. Now you
and now from 2005, 2007, like people go crazy right now.
And when I bought Yeezy into Hubli, bro.
Yeah, that was undergrad, no? First year?
Undergrad, first year, bro. The humiliation I faced. Bro, even I'm getting this, bro. I mean, some guy, they're selling it on phones, bro. That first copy is shit, man. I was so hurt, man. I was really very hurt. I was going to cry that day. Shit.
But you got it at a very high, like how much did you pay for it?
I paid 50,000.
50,000 bucks. In 2015. Nice.
2016, I guess.
16, no?
16.
Second year.
I paid 50,000.
First year end, correct.
Yeah.
You never wore it to college, did you?
I never wore it to any place.
Never wore it, yo.
I wore it once for my birthday party. That's it.
Oh, shoot.
Bro, my entire closet is filled with tags, bro, because I didn't get the opportunity to use them.
I understand. Dude, like, look at this. I was hiding the tag.
I understand.
Right here. I just I don't want to show it to you, but it's here.
I understand. See, the reason why I asked you to display your shoes is one main reason. Because all the OGs who are spending their hard-earned money on this beautiful product, they are not able to show it to the world. So
technical, I like what? Oh, it's dude. Like I went for a function and like I think this was 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
And firstly, I don't find an occasion to wear a shoe like of that audacity in Hubli, bro. Like, उतने अच्छा shoe कौन पहनेगा Hubli में? और मैं सोच रहा था कि bro, should I wear this or should I not? And that day was like all black clothing and stuff. You should wear black and stuff. I was like, oh, cool. So like, I'll wear the off-whites, and I went. And the first thing my friend looks at my shoe and like, bro, did you forget to put the tag? I was looking at him. I'll take it out the next time when I meet you.
That guy is as young as us or what?
He's my close friend. Yeah, he's our age. He stayed in Bangalore and like, dude, like seriously.
He's a Bangalore guy on top of that.
Yeah, but Hubli guy Bangalore में रह के आया, bro. मैं बोला भाई क्या? मैं बोला नहीं bro, मजाक करा रहा. Cool, I understand. Yeah, fine.
I feel that.
Fine.
I understand.
So I'm just saying, like Hubli mein culture, I found few people who follow sneakers in Hubli, and I like that people are getting a change. People are buying Jordans. One of my friends got a Jordan recently. A lot of people here in Hubli got Jordans.
But still,
like, cool, okay.
But still, in the average crowd, right? I think it doesn't make any difference again. You see, the only reason they are buying it because it's, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
It's in the trend, yeah. It's in the trend. Oh, Jordans, sab log Jordan pehne. But the reason I gave out my Jordan 1 mid because I'm not in that game of mids right now. I will go for highs or I will go for lows. I won't go for mids because no quality and stuff. So I just shifted because everyone was buying mids. I'm like, that's such a common shoe. I don't want to be part of.
No, mids are stupid. If I was the prime minister, I would have banned mids into India. Mids are stupid.
The reason I got mids was to check the size of the highs.
Okay.
So I got a mid to see that if the shoe fits me or not at that size, and then I got the height. So yeah, so that's just a step up. So cool. But I think that the trend is changing. I've been interacting with people from Bombay. I've been interacting with people from Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi. So people from India are changing. I've met a friend of mine. So a lot of people I think this change in me, which happened with sneakers, happened when I went to London. So I met people who. I have a friend of mine who's very close. He got 3 Vapor Maxes, all off-whites, 3 different colors, 3 different versions. So I'm like, dude, same shoe and same, just different colors. So how much craze people have for shoes out there. So that's when I got into the craze. I went to Presented By in London, and so I went to these sneaker shops where I could see sneakers. I saw the OG shoes. I saw the Jordan 1 Chicago off-whites. I saw all those shoes out there when they released. So I'm trying to say that the trend has come to India, and people are buying shoes. People are trading shoes. People are wearing shoes. The most important thing is people are wearing shoes. I mean, those sneakers. I mean, I wouldn't, because I would love to wear shoes because I'm using my Yeezys like out there. Like, okay, it's fine if it gets
so good, you know.
I don't know, but I think I don't feel like you should keep all the shoes inside. But I just want to keep my H350s inside because I don't want to take out the tag. It looks so beautiful out there, but I just don't want to take it. But other ones,
bro, like there's nothing happening in this city.
I mean, after the pandemic, nothing. But before the pandemic, I used to use it. I started. So the best thing I started doing was I got the Jordan 3s. I wore it to my workplace, and at least there somebody will, like, not somebody. At least I can wear it, and I'll just sit at one place, work, and like wear those sneakers and go. So I started wearing sneakers. I'm starting to make this trend of like formals with sneakers. So I'm trying to do that, but that doesn't. But still, yeah. But then I stopped wearing formals to work. I started wearing semi-formals to work. Cool. At least use my sneakers and stuff that way. Okay. But that's going on. Okay. So yeah, people are changing. The trend is coming into India. So please buckle up, bro.
Yeah. Per capita, bro. All the magic of per capita income.
Yeah, the per capita income. This is all again. People.
Commerce.
Commerce. Right? So that's how it works. And the best part is Nike is up there in India. The sneaker app.
The entire bloody planet Earth, buddy.
I know. And I made a custom shoe, by the way. Did I tell you that?
Which one?
And from Nike, made by you. Right. It's a gym shoe though. I'll just show it to you. Only 2 shoes of the same design and pattern in the world. It's one with me and one with my friend because we made just for us.
Customized. Nike ID, right? Custom ones.
So these are the Nike gym shoes.
Okay.
But this is unique because we had our code thing written here called
Can you make it visible?
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nike, and there's some P word starting below.
Called Paneer Sub right there. It's called Paneer Sub. So that's the only thing we changed, but the design and color was like the same. So Paneer Sub was like a group thing, and like, okay, bro, we need to have it.
Okay.
So we had this code stuff and stuff. Like that's how simple uniqueness. We didn't do anything great, but we just had that small touch in the shoe. But now we're just trying to move towards an Air Force one, which we are going to customize and stuff like that. So this friend of mine, I got him to buy an Yeezy 700, Yeezy 500 recently. I got a Yeezy 500 for him, the utility blacks.
Yeah.
So he got that. So I made him buy sneakers. Like, bro, you need to have this. I am getting that culture in my family. I'm telling my cousins to get Jordans. I sold to one of my cousin an Yeezy. So like, okay, cool, you need to wear those shoes. Fine.
Now you're starting the church of the sneaker.
Yeah. So it's all about ghar se pehle start hota na, to start at your place. So starting from there and then moving up. I hope everyone starts wearing shoes.
It will happen.
Yeah, it's let's see. I'll shift to Mumbai or Bangalore then. Like I'll move to that place. Like, oh no. I'm saying, but this place is heaven, bro.
Yeah,
hoodie is good.
You gotta leave a mark here, man.
We have to. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Then it was a great conversation, buddy. My
best
will be a good conversation, best episode for quite a while. I can give you that much. Yeah.
Lot of content though, I feel.
Yeah. Tell me what are your views? How did you feel? How was I at the host? What did you?
It was really good. I think I haven't done a podcast or I haven't done this before, but having to see that happen here in our own city with a friend of mine who I know so closely, such a wonderful feeling. I was like, Frank is doing something. What is he doing? STBs. Okay. I was just doing like 2-3 weeks ago, and suddenly you text me with a huge list. I'm like, what is Frank talking about? So I was just reading that. Oh, you should be part of STB. I'm like, wow, nice. So I went and I told my mom, and like Frank called me. He's like, who Frank? I'm like, that guy. Tall guy. आया था हमारे घर पे हम लोग we used to work on and we were working on that project. Yeah. Oh, that guy. My dad also remembered, and like, oh, you guys worked on that project. Club Caribbean. Yeah. And the other day they saw you running on the road in your Kusugal. So
they saw me.
Yeah, it was me, mom, dad, and we were taking a drive, and that guy, that guy.
Okay, what did he say, bro? What did he say that back then?
Nothing. He didn't say anything. He's like, boss, you should also work out. I'm like, yeah, I'm working out still. So yeah, so he didn't say anything. Yeah, but yeah, kind of. So they know you, and I mean, I was so excited for this thing to happen. I was like, I'm getting into a podcast trying. Yeah, it seems to be.
It's been an honor to have you, first of all.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Another episode has to happen. Okay.
Sure.
We need to have another episode. We will grow in our own fields much more. 6 to 7 months down the line, maybe I'll be in a much better place with much more knowledge.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I can also maybe much more content where I can share you my experiences, what new has happened, and what we can do in the future as well, and how we can enhance things.
Yes, sir. We can do
and see where we have gotten in life.
Yes,
and how we can help people who need some understanding, need to know what they need to do in life, how to go about the things, what to do after college, what to do before college, how to graduate, what to do, how to get into a university, how to get a job, how to learn, how to live, and how to be happy. Yeah, that's what we dream about in life. So I hope this message, like some or the other way, reaches to people and people.
Glad to have you again. And it was a beautiful video.
A pleasure, bro. Always there for you.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take care, Frank.
Take care.
I'll send you the voice memo though.
Please. I'll contact you after a while. I have a small meeting right now. I'll contact you after the meeting.
No worries. You just message me. I'll send it to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Take care, Frank.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye.